All right, thank you so much for that introduction. I'm gonna immediately test our new audio guy and ask if the host can be a little bit less loud for me because she's pretty loud at the moment. Anyway, I got plenty of stuff. We got plenty of cutscenes to go. So whenever, can I get a countdown? Good enough. I heard two different timings of counting, but whatever. I think timer started approximately right. Anyway, so yeah, today playing some Mario Sunshine. Doesn't really fit into the Christmas feeling, I feel like, but let's just pretend this is Christmas in Australia because it's really warm there at the moment. So this game, it starts off with, I need to do one small thing here. I need to remove my memory card. Oh, there we go. Hey, that's all. During this entire game, we'll not be using the memory card. Saving is just slow, and just having the memory card in is pretty. It just wastes a few seconds each time we get a shine. We don't want that, so for that reason I pulled it out now. But I just made sure that because it was in at the start of the run, I can technically make a backup save in case I really need it. I shouldn't need it, but you never know in marathons. So yeah, well, we get lots of cutscenes at the beginning of Sunshine. Like, I can talk about so many things in this game. We're landing on this airstrip over here, and the princess saw some shady figure on the water tower, and we need to find some assistance though. So let's see, we're gonna go across the goop. We can't really do anything with goop yet, and there's a weird little machine here. This is Flood. Here's our water cannon. And with Flood, we can do quite a few interesting threats. The two main modes that Flood can be in are the spray nozzle, which is the mode he is in right at the moment. With that, as the name suggests, we can spray things, we can spray enemies, we can spray the floor. Pretty straightforward. The other mode he has is the hover nozzle. And with the hover nozzle, we can actually, like the name implies, hover for a bit. The host is astonished by that we can hover with it. So yeah, with the hovering, we can cross larger gaps than we normally could. We can gain a little bit of extra height in case we need it in some instances. And that's about all I can tell about Flood. They'll tell more stuff here, but that's all not important today. So here we go to the hover nozzle. Look, it's amazing. I don't know how that exactly works, that it can just transform into the other modes, but whatever. So yeah, as you can see from the subtitles, we're actually not playing this game in English, although voice acting is always the same. Currently I'm playing on the PAL version, and in the PAL version you actually got 5 different languages you can play in. English, German, French, Spanish, or Italian. I hope I said those correctly. And out of those 5 languages, the one with the least amount of text boxes is actually the Italian version. Therefore, why not just select the Italian version right at the start? Anyway, this is the goopy monster. I forgot his name for a second. All we gotta do is spray him in his mouth 3 times. We'll see him a couple of times during the run. However, this time he's the easiest because he doesn't flinch when we spray him at the wrong timing. So we could just keep spraying him. Here, I allow myself right underneath the shine, because after it spawns, I'll do a quick ground pound. Because if you do I didn't do the ground pound. Oh well. And normally you want to try to do a ground pound there, because whenever you do a ground pound, Mario will just instantly go back to the ground, or at least he'll immediately start going down. If you jump too high, he'll first jump all the way up and then drops down. You don't want that. That's just slow. So we got our first shine here, and we got 3 minutes more of cutscenes, and this is always amazing. Like, I'm always super excited during this part of my run in the stream. Like, I go watch other streams. Is RDV here? Oh, unfortunate. Last time I ran this, I was watching RDV run Mario Party. I hope everyone enjoyed that Mario Party run today. Yeah, I can tell a little bit about the story here as well. So, Mario and friends, including the princess, besides Luigi. Luigi is not invited for some reason. Poor Luigi, he's so underappreciated by the rest. But anyway, they're going on a vacation, and when they arrive on the airstrip, they find this goop. and apparently there's something been going on Delfino Island. So we helped them there, but apparently there's goop all over the islands, and so some eyewitnesses have identified the culprit to be that there's a sketch. That's definitely Mario. It looks totally like Mario, right? No, oh well. Anyway, they for some reason think it's us because objection overruled. I wish Nandi were here. Nandi actually did a wonderful voice crack of objection quite a few BSGs back, but oh well. So, where was I in the story? So they think it's us, even though we don't look alike at all. Like we have colors. Shadow Mario's just blue. It's very, very weird. And they think that we made all the shine sprites the power source of the island. That we stole all of them or made them disappear, and that's why they think we're completely terrible to the island. A funny thing, like half of the shine sprites are actually in possession of the islanders. I don't know why they blame us when they have like half of them. There's like one guy in this game who has like 24 shines. It's crazy. Like they don't go blaming him that he has 24 shines at the moment. No, it's us. We are the problem. The people who just arrived on the island. I don't know. This plot doesn't make any sense. I always complain about how the inhabitants of Delfino Island just blame us for the weirdest things. Anyway, I talked through 3 minutes of cutscenes. Wow, that doesn't happen often. Alright, so now actually the game starts, I would say. Oh wait, no, more cutscenes. Never mind. I lied. So yeah, right now, as our punishment of wreaking havoc on the island, we have to help clean up the island. We can just go wherever we want. We could technically just go swimming all the way around, but they don't check on us. Anyway, more movement stuff. I'm doing hover... Oh, oops. Don't bonk. I'm doing hover slides here. A hover slide is I'll quickly hover for a quick second, and after that I'll immediately do a dive. At that point, Mario will go in his water slide animation, and with that, you actually gain... That's the highest speed that you can get with Mario at the moment. So yeah, here we fight another one of these goopy monsters. I forgot his name again. I keep forgetting his name. Yeah, and this time he would flinch if we would just keep spraying him, so that's why you wait a little bit in between his attacks. More cutscenes. Gotta love cutscene in the game. Like these first 10 minutes of the game is like 7 or 8 minutes of cutscenes. After that, the pace will pick up, no worry. So if you're... Like, we'll even skip some cutscenes as well, so I'll try to explain story maybe somewhere in between if it's necessary, but plot, all you gotta remember about the plot is we gotta save the princess, because she gets kidnapped by Mario. That definitely looks like Mario. Here I'm gonna try to go for a spam spray right at the exact moment. I was kinda close. What you wanna do to defeat Shadow Mario is you need to spray him with water to do damage to him. And the more water you spray at him, the more damage you do. You have this move called the spam spray. That's a spam spray. And with the spam spray, you actually shoot out a lot of water at once. If you shoot that water right in front of Shadow Mario, you can let all that water hit him and just insta-kill him there. That unfortunately didn't happen, but it was close enough. So yeah, now we're heading into the first stage, Bianco Hills. And in Bianco Hills, we're actually gonna skip out on the first shine. Each level has 8 missions, and to beat the game, we need to collect a 7th shine in each stage. However, it doesn't check if we actually collect 7 shines, it just checks whether we have the 7th shine or not. So here, we're not actually gonna go for the first shine, which is defeating another one of those goopy monster things. We're actually instantly going up the windmill. And we're just gonna wall kick up there just to go to Petey here. Petey is an interesting little boss. We're gonna be seeing him twice in this run. The first time he's relatively easy. What he's gonna try to do is try spew a lot of goop on us, and that's supposed to damage us, I guess. I guess that's his attack plan. I don't know what other kind of attack. Yes, I suppose. Oh yeah. Normally it would take a little while. First I'm clearing out all the goop. Normally it would take a while before he attacks. But if you go stand on his side, he'll actually turn to you and instantly go for trying to spew goop all over you. So that way we can just wait for him here, and then once he opens his mouth, I'll start jumping and spam spraying just to fill him up with water as quickly as possible. So, and of course, as in regular Nintendo logic, you gotta hit bosses 3 times because, you know, that's how Nintendo works. You just hit enemies 3 times and then bosses die. Pretty standard stuff. Here we gotta wait a little bit for him to despawn, but we just align ourselves right to where the shine is gonna be. We're gonna be getting a lot of shines. Not to confuse them with shinies from Pokemon, shiny Pokemons. These are way more common than shiny Pokemon. So yeah, for now we're gonna be going into Bianco Hills for a couple missions. As you can see here now, we're actually gonna go to mission 3 now instead of even though we only collected 1 shine here. This is like the only intentional shine that we can skip according to the game. However, there are a few more shines that we're actually gonna skip with some fun glitches. So yeah, now we quickly have to head to this little secret area, and there's gonna be a couple of these secret areas, and in these secret areas, Flood will actually get taken from us. The first time we go in, we actually get a cutscene of Flood getting taken from us, and we have to clear this obstacle course to without Flood, which normally would make it more difficult, but luckily some of these are still relatively easy even to do without Flood. Oh. It's fine, just backing up here. It all works out. These are a little bit... if I would die at any point during runs, it's mostly going to be during these kind of stages, because it's actually quite easy to fall off in some of these. And yeah, right now, we still want to continue in Bianco Hills, but we get this other little goop area over here. Each time we would enter Delfino Plaza right now, we would get that cutscene of zooming in on the goop like, oh my god, something's happening over there. Since we don't want that to happen, we're actually gonna beat this guy right now. After we've done that, we won't get that cutscene anymore of zooming in on this area. There's gonna be a few more of those cutscenes where we kinda have wanna try to... was a little bit later. There you can see that he flinches if you spray at the wrong timing. So yeah, we want to defeat him right here, and I actually want to skip a little cutscene over here, or actually, I kind of more want to skip the movements after defeating this guy. What I'm doing here, I'm aligning myself all the way over here, and after I hit him the 3rd time, I'm quickly going to water slide back to the entry here. And as you can see, Mario glitches out a little bit. Normally a cutscene would happen where that stage would open up, but also at the same time we enter Bianco Hills. This skips us from moving after that cutscene that we don't have to move back here to Bianco Hills. So yeah, there's also going to be some red coin missions during this game. The idea is to collect 8 red coins as quickly as we can. And luckily there's a very fast route for this particular stage. So also, one trick that I didn't mention yet was the spin jump. The spin jump lets us jump much higher and faster than a regular jump. Oh, that is a little bit... I was a little bit late with my hover there, so I gotta do a backup over here, or I guess backup over here. The other backups work. Come on. There we go. Nothing went wrong there. No one saw a thing. Yeah, right now. Oh, Mario, you're fine. You're fine. Oh, come on, Mario, side flip. Or, oh my god. Anyway, here we go. So yeah, right now, just gotta go over this rope. Oh, no. Oh, everything. No, not everything's all right. We're fine. Or we'll just have to go back up again. You'll always see that this kind of stuff happens during marathons. So yeah, you want to do jump dives over here because walking over a rope is super, super slow. So with jump dives, you actually go a little bit faster than actually just regular walking. Nothing went wrong there. So yeah, up next is going to be quite an RNG-heavy stage. There's going to be quite a bit of randomness in this upcoming stage because we're going to be fighting PD again. But this time, he won't be just sitting in one idle spot. He's actually going to move around. There's quite a few different amount of spots he can stop in the city here. And we want to hope that he just goes a very short pattern where he doesn't fly a lot. However, there's nothing we can really do to alter that, so all we gotta do is hope and pray and some more hoping and a bit of praying, I guess. Oh my god. I'm not playing my best today. Oh, I want to grab one of these guys and just align us with PD. And at this point, we kind of have to wait for him so we can just mess around in the town for a bit. Quickly, while this is happening, because we have to wait for a bit, I want to mention some other categories of this game. Right now we're doing any percent, which is just beating the game as fast as possible. However, there are also other categories that are quite popular. 79 shines, which is all shines in stages. 96 shines, which is all shines besides the shines in Delfino Plaza. Or wait, no, 96 shines is all the shines besides the blue coin shines. And there's 120 shines. In 120 shines, you also have to collect every blue coin in the game. And blue coins are just random extra coins that are hidden in places. There, for example, there's a blue coin. Normally in the 120 shines runs, this would be an ideal moment to just go collect lots of blue coins in the stage here. Because, you know, we gotta wait for ages anyway. However, we don't have to do that right now, so we're just gonna wait for PD here. Wasn't the best first spot over there. If he goes to the right there at the start, he is forced to fly over the wall, which is, in general, is kind of slow if he flies over there, so it's kind of unfortunate that he went there. However, after this one, there's two different spots he can go. No, there's three different spots he can go to. One is actually really bad, but two of them are pretty good. This is a really nice spot that he goes to. Like, we can instantly shoot him down again. So overall, RNG wasn't too bad here. And it's also completely random whether he throws a tornado at you or not. It's just a couple of extra seconds that he can add there. So I think we got 3 tornadoes there. So overall RNG could have been a bit better, but there are also patterns where he just keeps flying for like half a minute through the village, and that he still doesn't stop for you to spray. So yeah, at this point, for now, we're gonna leave Bianca Hills behind for a moment because another stage opens up here, and we can't really do anything like the skip we did earlier with the other stage. So we're just gonna go leave Bianca Hills for what it is now and actually go do this stage over here. And this stage is gonna be relatively short. Oh, I'm shooting a little bit too high there. I tried to shoot him from as far away as possible just to trigger the boss fight earlier because I have to wait here anyway a bit before we can attack him. So yeah, this next stage we're going to be going to is Gelato Beach. Like mentioned before, you normally want to get the 7th mission in each stage. However, one interesting thing is if you collect a shine that is further away, as to speak. For example, if you collect the 5th shine, you're actually able to select any other shine before that once you go back in. So, for example, in this stage, for that reason, we're going to be grabbing the 8th shine, the shine from the 8th mission. And after that, we can actually just go back into the stage and select any shine we want. And since we only need to clear episode 7, that way we'll only be grabbing 2 shines in this stage, the 8th mission one and the 7th mission one. You might wonder at this point how we're gonna do that. We're gonna use some nice fruit for that. Everyone, vitamins are important, especially in this run as well. So we're gonna grab this coconut over here, and you can already see the 8th mission shine over there. Normally you have to wait until the 8th mission with the watermelon festival. Bring an enormous watermelon over here, but I don't want to go all the way to that mission. It's also a really bad mission, so we're gonna grab our coconut here and drop it right over here. If I do it correct. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. Oh, it dropped in the water as well. Oh well, guess we need a new coconut. Luckily, another one dropped down earlier. So yeah, let's try that again. Throwing it because it's faster than walking with it. Let's try that again. I'm aligning myself in a particular way just so the coconut can push us in the roof here. And once we do that, we can just barely hover into here, and then we grab the 8th mission shine. So that skips us doing all the annoying shines here in Gelato Beach. We got the annoying Wiggler, we got the Sandbird, we got the red coins in the Coral Reef. All the shines in Gelato Beach are awful. So I'm glad we can skip like basically everything in that, and we can actually just go beat Shadow Mario now. So yeah, very important to scroll one back here. It wouldn't be the first time that I just mash A and just try to enter the stage. That's what you do 90% of the run. Like, you just mash A when you enter the shine select screen and you go to the right shine. That's one of the few exceptions where you don't do that. Yeah, gotta beat Shadow Mario again. He moves in a very set pattern, so we can quite easily manipulate where he's gonna walk and where we spray him, just so we can get some very quick kills in. There's actually gonna be a few very, very, very easy kills later on. So yeah, that's all of Gelato Beach. For people who enjoyed that one, it's too bad we're not gonna see it anymore. Right now we're heading to Pianta Village, and normally you would need the rocket nozzle for that, but we're gonna do a nice little trick here to basically skip that.
Say Frosty.
Yes.
Got time for donation?
Sure.
Okay, great. We got a €1 donation from C. Philip saying, for good cause. Greetings from Germany.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, now we're in Pianta Village. And in Pianta Village, we got these 3 little chain jumps that we have to shoot in the water. They can walk in a few different patterns, these small ones, and I already saw that the first one is not walking in the most ideal way. At least he makes a turn to the left there. And oh, don't land in the lava goop. And you want to shoot all 3 of them in the water. Hopefully I get a little bit of nice RNG on some of these still. And I kind of want to manipulate them that they start walking the other way. Oh, don't jump in the lava goop. There we go. Luckily the last one is good RNG, so he's going to be right over here for us. Oh. And we're going to actually ricochet him into the water. Here I actually pause for a moment. Normally you would get a text box here from Flood saying like, that's what they get for running loose or something along those lines. If you actually pause for a moment and unpause, that text box will actually just disappear, and it actually saves a few seconds over waiting for the text box to disappear. Up next, we got the second mission here, which is going to be the Piantissimo race. We're going to be racing Piantissimo twice during this run, and Piantissimo, what he does is he runs to a finish line and it will give us a shine at the end. Pretty straightforward. There's not super much we can actually do during this shine, since we don't need to grab blue coins. It's just going to be a race to the finish. I can show you a few blue coin locations, like just mess around a little bit, because we can't really speed him up at all. He's just gonna go his own pace. So yeah, there's a blue coin. There's also a blue coin in there. I'm not gonna be grabbing them because they give me a text box, and I don't want the text box. Now we run up this tree here, and there's the finish. Also blue coin up there. Normally, during a 120 shines runs, I keep mentioning 120 shines. It's what I've been running a lot recently. In 120 shines, you actually get like 4 different blue coins during this one, just to fill up this gap of time of Piantissimo racing.
Something 602?
Oh, something 602. Should I plug the 602? Why the hell not? Well, maybe after this stage. This next stage is actually a little bit complicated that I need to explain. So in this next stage, we're gonna be... Flood will be immediately stolen from us right at the beginning. And to... Normally, in this stage, you have to maneuver your way all the way around town, and it's super slow and super annoying. We're actually gonna abuse some invincibility frames here, though. If we get... In a moment, you'll see these little ghost thingies appear. If we get hit by one of those, we actually get invincibility frames for a little while. And with that, we can actually... Oh, there we go. We can actually walk on the lava for just a little moment. That way, we can just instantly go to the middle of the town and... head up here. So yeah, and with that we clean the Pianta and he gives us a shine. Anyway, 602. Funny you'd mentioned that. Like there's a specific run that I usually am quite known for, I suppose, which is the 602 race. It's held twice a year, and like a bunch of people start racing the first 4 main 3D Mario games, all 100% in a row. So what that means is we race Mario 64 120 stars, Mario Sunshine 120 shines, Mario Galaxy 1 120 stars, and Mario Galaxy 2 242 stars, totaling up to 602 stars. Well, this game has shines, but 602 star-shaped objects. It's always super fun. Like a lot of people join in, and it's always just a big, very endurance test. Like for the average person, it takes like 24 hours to beat that. It's gonna be December 28th. Definitely tune in for that. It's gonna be super fun. Let's not plug it too much because we're still raising money for charity over here. I can plug the 602, but right today it's the prime time for raising money for the Dutch Cancer Society. Anyway, this is a chain jump. I spray him right before he heads to the bath. At that point, if you just grab his chain, he'll just jump into the water being like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine, I'll go in there. So yeah, what's coming up in this next stage? Normally, in this game, there's going to be actually I would not really call it a power-up, but there's a character we unlock to actually do some extra things in the game, which you would normally need to complete this next shine, because that other character is able to get rid of this orange goop stuff, which is blocking our entrance to the secret stage over here. However, we don't need... Nintendo wasn't super great with collision detection in this game, so yeah, you'll see why. So we're gonna head all the way over here to where the secret is. And you see this enormous tree back here? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there's no wall there. And this mushroom? Yeah, it has no wall on the downside. You can just clip in through that. That way you don't have to collect the extra character that isn't unlocked at this point yet. I don't want to spoil it. Maybe some people have never seen this game and then they'll be super surprised. So yeah, that way you don't have to collect that other character and go all the way over there with him, remove the goop and such. It's just super annoying. We don't do that. So yeah, here I skip one of these platforms by just letting him throw me all the way over here. Unfortunately, RNG wasn't super with me. It is possible that this guy is still walking around where I'm standing at the moment. That way you can instantly let him throw you that way. However, he was already too far to the right for that to happen. So yeah, at this point we just gotta wait a little bit for him to move over here. There's a few spots that he can stop. However, he barely actually stops, so that's actually pretty good. Here I'm actually gonna do a small little trick, which if you mash Y during when this guy throws you, he'll actually throw you the other way than what he's intended. That way we can just let ourselves be thrown a little bit earlier than regular. Alright, now we're gonna go to Pianta 6, and this is normally one of the favorite levels for... Well, originally was one of the favorite levels for speedrunners, because there's actually going to be an in-game timer for this one. Amazing to test yourself against an in-game timer. So in this mission, we have to clean up 10 Piantas. After we clean 10 Piantas, the mayor will be super happy about saving his villagers, and yeah, that's about it. He actually has quite a few shines for us in total. I don't know why all these Piantas keep having our shines. So yeah, I'm gonna try to open up some of the Piantas kind of early, because it takes a little bit before we can actually spray them to clean them. So as you can see, I can't spray this Pianta yet. But if we are able to open them early, we can just go a little bit faster through here, just so we can start cleaning them a bit faster. This movement feels really weird for a moment because 120 shine movement is super different here. Oh well. Well, let's see. Jump over here, and hopefully that hits. Oh, it didn't. Oh. Fortunately, didn't fully hit him, but I hope that I hit that one early. I didn't. Oh, I was about to talk with him. Like, all these Piantas give you a blue coin if you free them, and that's normally by in 120 shines you actually have to. Oh my god, why didn't that one spawn yet? In 120 shine, that's why you want to talk with all of them. So it's kind of muscle memory to start talking up to them after I clean them, but we didn't talk with any of them. It's fine. 148 is just a super great time, but as long as we get through it, well, we still got plenty of time. Yeah, with that, we're basically almost done here in Pianta Village. All we gotta do at this point is beat Shadow Mario again. It's not super much going on at this one, so if the host wants to tell something about whatever she wants to, now would be the time for that.
Okay, hi. I could tell you a bit about who we are, what we do, etc. We are the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering. We organize bi-monthly gatherings in the Benelux for speedrunners. We're currently streaming our bi-monthly event in the esports game arena in Alphen aan den Rijn. We're raising money for the Dutch Cancer Society, which is a nationwide organization committed to fight cancer while aiming for more cure and a higher quality of life for those already battling the disease. All of your donations will go to the Dutch Cancer Society. We would also like to thank ESA for supporting the event and allowing us to stream on their channel.
Alright, thank you so much. So yeah, we beat Shadow Mario there, and now we're actually gonna go to like the most plot-filled shine in the entire game. And we're gonna skip all of the cutscenes, I hope. There's gonna be like 3 big cutscenes in this specific shine, and you can actually skip all 3 of them. The first one is gonna be the most difficult one, which is called Honey Skip. We're gonna try to trigger dying at the same time the cutscene starts. Oh, I think I misaligned there for a second. So I'm gonna be clipping through the wall here, and I try to align myself to a very specific spot. Gonna pay attention there for a moment. Oh, I clipped out. I'm gonna try. I want to show it up. I have a very specific alignment there to make it consistent that I die at just the exact moment the cutscene starts. Oh. Let's try that again. Try once more. Otherwise, I'm just gonna trigger the cutscene. Should be fine, I think. Ah, I messed up. I was too late with my ground pound, I think. Anyway, this is what I tried to do. Aw, thanks, Reek. Thanks for the support back there. So yeah, this gives me time to explain what should have happened. So if you walk too long out of bounds, Mario will just die. Just the game preventing you to you shouldn't be moving around a lot out of bounds. It only happens if you stay on the ground too long. So that's why we go for try to hit a very specific spot, just so we hit the amount of walked outside out of bounds at just the exact same timing as we would trigger the cutscene. That way the game gets kind of confused on what should happen, and it just places us immediately at the end of the cutscene. Fortunately, I couldn't make it happen, but we're gonna go for 2 more cutscene skips here. So, normally in this stage we would get a lot of plot reveal on who Shadow Mario is, and... Oh, oops, don't bonk into Anoki. And a fun thing we can do here to basically skip a cutscene here is we're gonna slide over to where the cutscene would normally start. But if we exit stage and trigger the cutscene at the same time, the game just gets confused and it just puts us right at the end of that cutscene again. So yeah, suddenly a Mecha Bowser appeared there. I have no idea what happened there. And now we're gonna go on a roller coaster ride. We gotta hit this Mecha Bowser with 4 rockets. Crazy number. I don't understand this Nintendo logic. Why did they make it 4 here? Hopefully I can get him with the first 4 rockets. Got a few very specific spots I want to try to hit him. It was a good first shot. Second got hit there as well. Third as well, alright. The first 2 shots are the hardest ones. Final 2 are a little bit... Well, the last one is the easiest. But yeah, with that, normally another cutscene would happen here, but this cutscene is actually like 2 minutes or something that normally would play here. But yeah, same trick as before, exit stage right at the moment the cutscene would start, and it just places it at the end of the cutscene. That makes it shine so much more, much faster. So we only got 2 out of 3 cutscene skips, but that still speeds it up by quite a lot. Up next we got Pinna 2. In Pinna 2, Pinna 2 is another secret level, and in this secret level, before we can enter the secret level, there's this mole shooting rockets at us, and he's gonna throw bombs at us, and it is kind of annoying because you know, throwing 3 bombs at it is just like super slow. Rockets are explosives hurts and such, so I hope to get... I just don't want to mess with this guy, so I'm just gonna go over here, and sometimes he just doesn't have a hitbox, and you can just instantly go in. There we go. Now we're in the secret. This secret is very cycle-based. There's this one cycle up here. We gotta wait for these platforms over here. It is technically possible to make that earlier cycle there. It's very tight. But at that point, we need to wait. We would have need to wait for this cycle anyway. So in the secret itself, you can't mess up that much normally. Oh, you can fall in there in that final gap. I've seen many runners fall into that gap there, including myself. So yeah, at this point, we're gonna go Pinna 3. Oh, the red coins, right. I know what I'm doing over here. So yeah, this stage feels just a little bit slower because half of the time we have to enter the park, more cutscenes. It's a little bit annoying. However, there is gonna be 1 shine we skip in here. So in this stage we'll only be grabbing 6 shines. And to make that skip happen, we need to beat... Even though we could have already done the skip in Pinna 2, we first need to beat Pinna 4 before we could actually do the skip. Anyway, red coins around the pirate ships. We're not really gonna use the pirate ships. We're gonna use it for a brief moment. And we're just gonna grab all these red coins completely out of order. Just dropping to some other spots where red coins are. Oh, there we go. Hover around it. And here we're jumping into red coin number 6. Spin jump off the ship, and then we climb up. And instead of defeating these enemies and walking on top, we can just start hovering here and just get back on top. So you gain a little bit of extra height with the hover nozzle, and for this instant that's super useful. Alright, Pinna 4. In Pinna 4, we gotta defeat these 5 Yoshi egg turtle thingies. They're not Yoshis, but they have Yoshi eggs for some reason. But what normally would happen in this stage is after you beat one, you get a little... the sunflowers will start popping up, and you get a little cutscene of a sunflower blooming up again. Kind of want to try to avoid as many of those as we can. So we're actually going to try to defeat all of them in 1 cycle over here. I hope I unlocked that other one. I didn't. All right, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be one cycle. I'm going to try to go for a fast 2 cycle. As you can see here, I defeated 3 of them before this cutscene starts playing. Ideally, you want to have defeated all 5 of them before that happens, because then just all these cutscenes start playing, and then after that you're done. At this point, we gotta wait a little bit before these enemies attack us again. Oh. Hi there! Are you okay? Do you need some help? There's cutscenes playing now anyway. Oh, no? Okay, I think stuff is fine. I have no idea what happened there. Anyway, Sunshine! Fun game, huh? So yeah, at this point, we defeated... we cleared Pinafore, and the Yoshi egg unlocks. At this point, Yoshi we will have unlocked in all the stages, and we can actually do some fun things with him. First things first, we're gonna go into Pina 3 here. Because we can actually head towards where the 6th shine is, which is normally the merry-go-round inside the park. But in episode 5, he isn't there yet. However, Yoshi is outside the park. Normally, if you walk through the loading zone, that would just... Yoshi would just disappear. However, we're actually gonna use some tricks to get him over to where we want him to be. First things first, we need to grab a coconut, which is around here, if I remember correctly. Hello. I might be a little bit... I am completely confused to where the coconut is. I'll find it. It's around here somewhere. Did it accidentally spawn already or something? Final good. There's the backup coconuts. I don't know what happened to the first one. I might just be misremembering where it is. So yeah, we need some of these enemies here. Actually gonna... Oh, was kind of hoping this one wouldn't follow me. Oh well. We need 2 of these... Oh, hang on. Let me not mess up the entire trick right now. We need 2 things over here. I said we need 2 things over here. First, we need a papaya. And we need a durian. We need to be purple Yoshi. And we're gonna do fruit storage on that thing. We want to be purple Yoshi because if we hit an enemy now, we will create a forward-moving platform, which is something we're gonna need. But we also need orange fruit to actually trigger the where the secret is. So first things first, we're using the first platform to clip through here. That didn't work. All right, I'm getting another enemy, I suppose. Yeah, and with the fruit storage, I'm actually... If I press B now, Yoshi will actually eat the papaya and turn him orange. I'm gonna use that in a little bit. But yeah, I need 2 enemies here. Lure this one over as well. Manipulating them. This is a nicer position for that one. 1, 3. Oh. There we go. Now I clipped through. I hope that didn't kill him. Okay, it didn't kill him. Now I'm using my purple goop to create a forward-moving platform. And at this point, I can press B, and the fruit that I stored earlier, I can eat it now by pressing B, and it will turn me orange. And with that, we can go all the way to the merry-go-round here, because normally this is all zones where we can't walk through. Oh, there we go. You can't walk through that section, but you can stand on a moving platform. That way you can get into the park, get Yoshi, and you don't have to do the 5th shine at all. It is a little bit of a longer setup, but it's still faster than... Oh, oops, I didn't do my jump dive. Oh well, it happens. Anyway, then I can explain more about what I'm doing here. So, it's a very interesting skip. It's the more recent found skip. Well, it's already a couple of years back, now that I think about it. But yeah, I'm going for a specific setup so I can do a triple jump dive over the wall there, so I don't have to wait for half of the moving platforms. And then finally, but not least, instead of doing the entire platforming section here, I'm actually gonna spin jump over here. That way, we can just head all the way easily to the shine. And there we have it. We have episode 6. With some extra struggles, we made it through. I didn't want to mention it during the stage itself, because I know that I'll jinx myself if I would have done that. It is actually possible to softlock yourself during that stage if you actually walk off the moving platform while you're going to the merry-go-round. you'll just be stuck in midair. You can't pause, you can't leave the stage, and it would actually need to reset. Normally, I can anticipate if that were to happen, or if I mess up the angle of some of my platforms. But just I know myself. If I tell something while I'm doing the skip, it's gonna happen that I jinx myself. So, you know, that's why I'm telling you afterwards. So you know that it's a thing that can happen, and so it doesn't happen in the run itself. So yeah, gotta beat Shadow Mario here. Then we're gonna be done in Pinna Park. Then we're gonna head to normally one of the stages normally you would go to that stage as the second stage, because it's the stage that we actually unlocked, like, when we got 3 shines. Now we got 20 shines, and we're finally gonna go there. Took us a while. So yeah, at this point, we'll just keep getting this cutscene of Yoshi being unlocked in the plaza. Even if we would beat him now, we'll get other cutscenes instead. If we would beat him, so it doesn't help for us to go after him at this moment. We're just gonna have to deal with the cutscenes continuously appearing there. So yeah, going into Rico Harbor. Rico Harbor, most stages are pretty straightforward. First things first, we gotta defeat the Gooper Blooper. Oh, I forgot my any percent movement. That's what you get for running so much 120 shines and not properly de-rushing any percent. I should have done at least a few more any percent runs before my marathon run today. Like, I know I've played the game enough recently that I know all my movement and such. It's just sometimes that I'm a little bit more in my 120 shine mindset and start going for some things like that. So yeah, this is the blooper. He'll try to hit us with some tentacles. The game wants you to actually pull all 4 tentacles out, so he does. Normally he tries to hit you when you try to pull him at his mouth, but if we grab him while he's still at the end of his attack, he'll actually won't go for an attack, and he'll just sit there, wait for you to pull on his mouth, and yeah, just quickly defeat him like that. This boss only needing 2 hits for some reason. I thought that I understood Nintendo logic with 3 hits is boss defeated, but this game is just messing with my mind. Alright, up next, Rico 2. In Rico 2, we get a nice little extra mechanic, which is, well, a little mechanic power-up, I don't know, and friend we gotta use, which are the colored bloopers. I don't know why people are laughing. They're probably laughing at me. That's what people always do. No. I'm joking. Don't take that serious, please. But yeah, normally you have bloopers here, which you can write and to get into the secret area over here. However, instead of doing that, we can also just drop down here using a Y turn, just pressing Y, and that lets us just turn a little bit more easily. And after that, we enter this secret stage here. This part, I'm gonna be so punished by the Sunshine community for this. You can do this part without the blooper. It is faster than doing this with the blooper, but I'm terrible at doing it faster than with the blooper. So I'm sorry, Sunshine community. We're not doing complete blooperless Rico 2 today. I'm sorry. With that out of the way, the 3 different bloopers, you always want to go for the green one. If you hold forward, all 3 different colored bloopers will have the same top speed. For that reason, you don't really have to pick a different one. The biggest thing about the green one is that it has the best control. It makes turns relatively easy in comparison to the other 2. So for that reason, you want to go for the green one. It is not impossible with the other ones, but why make your life hard when it can be easy? So yeah, up next, Rico 3. I loved this shine as a kid. In this shine, we have to maneuver all the way across these steel beams, get to the top, and yeah, get the shine from over there. Yeah, we're not doing any of that. We're just gonna head to the crane here. And the game was very nice that it gave you a way out of this cage here in case you got stuck there. But you can also just grab onto the grate there and get in there and just instantly be done. It's like normally a shine that would take you quite a bit casually, but with just a quite easy hover, you can actually just skip. It's good as the entire level. Up next is Rico 4, which is going to be another one of these secret stages where floods will be taken from us. This is probably one of the more difficult ones because this one is actually going to have a lot of moving platforms which we have to maneuver over. And they're all cycle-based, and we want to make sure we don't miss any cycles, and it's going to be super fun. And mechanics kind of contradictory here, or at least it feels counterintuitive, because we can actually keep walking on these platforms for quite a long time. Like, even though it's like super sloped, we can just walk on them anyway. Like, we can just do that, because why the hell not? They actually remade this level in Galaxy 2, and there the mechanics are way more realistic on when you start sliding off these things, and it's super annoying in comparison to this one. Here you can just walk over slopes like it's nothing, and yeah, luckily nothing went wrong there. As you can see, almost all the platforms you're moving over, they're moving, and it's very easy to make a small mistake and just mess up your entire movement pattern there. That luckily didn't happen, and we can just move on to the next stage. This is if I say it correctly, this is the 4th stage we're working at to get to the 7th mission. After this, we still gotta go back to Bianco, because we still didn't get the 7th mission shine in there. And after that, we also gotta do Serena Beach and Noki Bay. But yeah, the blooper makes a return here. He's now at the helicopter platform, which the fight didn't get that much different, besides being at a different platform, which we're actually gonna get to in a very fun way. Just gonna bounce on top of the little valve there. And the only thing that's kind of changed fight-wise is that we have to pull him back a little bit further than we would. Oh, someone's leaving. Bye! Don't worry, this boss fight isn't super interesting anyway. I can say bye to people. Oh, hi! How's it doing there over on housing station? I got a cutscene here.
Doing just fine. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I think we got a kind of nice run going. And it's not the most amazing run, but...
After seeing so much 120 stars, it's cool to see any percent, I must say.
I'm glad to hear that. It's very different from the 120 Shines category, for sure. In the 120 Shines category, it starts out sort of similar. You actually want to get to the final stage as fast as you can, just because it unlocks a lot of extra things in Delfino Plaza. So the first half feels a little bit familiar to 120 Shines, but just not having to go after any blue coin makes some of these stages just so much faster. There's just some blue coins in this game that are just so far out of the way that you just need to grab them at a certain point, which just makes a few stages just super annoying all of a sudden. Anyway, we got more bloopers! Yay! And it's very important to not forget the red button here. It happened to me before that I just don't hit the button, I get on a blooper, and then you realize that you don't really have a way to get off a blooper. There is technically one way by using a pianta to get off, but you know, casually you don't really know that, so once you're on the blooper, you're kind of stuck on the blooper. And that's, in general, that's the really, really annoying thing about this stage. Like, in the end, we have to grab the shine, which is on the beginning platform, but it can be a little bit tricky to grab the shine, not miss it, because if you miss it, often it results into hitting the wall in the back and just dying. If you run into a wall, it's instantly death. It's not like you fall off or anything, it's like, nope, you died, go re-enter the stage again and do it again. We don't want that, it's super annoying. So yeah. The advantage of Rico being so straightforward is that it feels like a relatively fast stage, at least in my opinion. there's not like any super long stages in this one. All we gotta defeat now is Shadow Mario. And Shadow Mario is actually really easy to defeat in this one. If Shadow Mario is running up a slope, we can actually do way more damage to him than he would if he would just be running on the ground. So if I just walk forward here and just spray him there, he just dies before he even gets to the end of the ramp. It's like the easiest Shadow Mario fight in the entire game. Well, Bianco Hills is also pretty easy. So yeah, that was Rico Harbor, and at this point we're finally going back to Bianco Hills. We left Bianco Hills a long time ago. I know it's not the most interesting stage, but we gotta do it. We're gonna do Bianco. Bianco's 6 is at least... It's cool. It's pretty cool to see Bianco 6 though. So yeah, Bianco 6. Bianco 6 is going to be another secret stage. Like, most stages have 2 secrets missions. There's a few exceptions, Noki Bay and Beyond Dive. Oh, and Gelato. That's actually 3 out of 7, which don't have 2 secret stages. But yeah, for this one, the idea behind the shine is that the lake is polluted and you need to use the lily pads to make it all the way back here towards where the secret actually is. But we can just avoid all of that by just going towards the windmill and just drop off the stage there. So yeah, in this stage, in this secret, we got all these moving platforms which are on a global cycle. So if I mess something up during this stage, it's gonna affect how I play at the end. So far, not really any mistakes there. I use a wall jump there just to avoid having to ride a platform. And this is my nickname for this specific block is the don't read chat block. Because if I get distracted with this block, and if I read chat, I always fall off. It always happens for some reason. It's so easy if you just pay attention, but I always mess up there. If I... Oh, and then I mess up there. Oh, well. I guess I didn't mess up on the block, but on more... I don't know. I did just shame. Shame on me. Anyway, that means we can do this interesting strat again. Like, if you missed it, we are just doing a spin jump into a wall jump, and there we go. In case you missed it, I figured that some people in chat might have missed it, though, so I just wanted to show that one again. And luckily for me, there's a 1-up here, which you're pretty free to grab, so luckily it's not gonna matter for our 1-up count. It is technically possible to get a game over during this run, but I can make a backup save if it's really needed. Don't press Y, please. Alright, back up. We're gonna go the slow way then. Still, with a lot of spin jump dives, which is doing a spin jump into a dive immediately, you can actually cover quite a bit of ground there to not having to land on every platform there. Alright, let's pretend Bianca 6 never happened. I'm not proud of that one. We're going Bianca 7. Bianca 7 is easy. I'm saying this now, and I'm gonna mess it up. Watch it. But yeah, the Bianca 7, defeating Shadow Mario again, and it's not like... The further you normally get in the game, the more difficult he gets. Like, in Serena Beach, like, in all the upcoming stages, he's gonna actually can be kind of difficult to follow him around town, but this Shadow Mario in particular, just the first part is so easy. He just keeps walking forward, and there you have him. Yeah, fun thing that I didn't mention before, but I have been doing a little bit. Like, you can actually go into first-person mode and kind of mess with Mario's position, how he's standing. So that way he's not facing the camera at the end when you grab the shine. It doesn't save any time, but it just looks funny just to move a different way. So yeah, now we're done in Bianco Hills. Had to make a quick stop over here, and that means there's only 2 more stages to go. Up next is Serena Beach, and for Serena Beach we actually need Yoshi to open it up. Can technically get in without Yoshi, but just getting in is just so much... We would need to clip in 7 times instead of just opening it up. So, yeah, opening it up is just more easy. Oh, oops. Oh, wait, what? Totally intended. That's how you do that. I've actually never seen that happen before. That looked actually pretty cool. So yeah, up next is probably a stage that I hated the most as a kid, which is the Manta Ray. The electric Manta Ray, which is super annoying to do if you don't know the strats. So what's gonna happen in the stage is there's gonna be this enormous Manta Ray, and to defeat him we have to spray him with water, and then he'll split into smaller pieces. So once we spray him here, he'll turn into 2 smaller pieces. Those we have to spray again, it will turn into even more smaller pieces, and it keeps going. We want to try to let them split up as fast as we can until only the smallest form is left. Once the smallest form is left, they'll actually get way more aggressive. At this point, they're still kind of a little bit going all over the place. Once they're all in this smaller form that you see, you'll actually start getting chased by them, and that's what we wanna have, because just them going all over the place is just annoying. And as you can see, it can get a little bit hectic with all the enemies all over the place. But luckily, Spam Spray is really nice for us in this stage, because it just hits such a big area. Like, if you don't know what Spam Sprays are, like, it's this enormous water bars that we do. And in general, if you don't use that during some of these stages in Serena Beach, some of these become really hard. So yeah, at this point, they're all chasing us, so it makes it a little bit easier for us to quickly kill them. And once we hear that sound, we're actually gonna look into the sunset, not only because it's beautiful and romantic and relaxing. There's actually a purpose to it. Like, after this cutscene starts playing, it will retain our camera angle from before. That way, after this cutscene, we can just instantly start heading towards the shine. But I like the romantic aspect of it more, that we just watch into the sunset for a little bit. With that, we got 30 shines. In the 80% category, we'll be getting 44 shines, so we're making our way there. We're getting there. And now that we defeated the Manta Ray, the hotel actually opens up, and most of the shines are actually gonna take place in the hotel itself. Only the 6th mission will be doing outside the hotel. And fortunately, it takes a little while before we're in the hotel. We have to move towards the hotel. Have to do a nice water slide here. Water slide upstairs. I don't know how that works, but just believe me, it works. So yeah, we have to do that movement quite a few times. The first thing we gotta do in the hotel is go all the way up here, which I'm terrible at. I wanna try to do that with some... Oh, how was I able to spray that one already? Excuse me? I mean, it works, but yeah. Normally you can just do some wall jumps there to make it all the way up there, but it is a little bit tight. And especially if an extra platform appears up there out of nowhere, then yeah, it makes it a bit more difficult to go for the fast strat. So yeah, here I'm actually doing a spin jump. That way we can just keep wall jumping instead of dropping all the way down. If you don't do a spin there, you actually just drop down like almost immediately, and it's super annoying. Here we're just dropping onto the platform. I'm playing it safe here. There is a way where you can do a momentum spin jump, where you gain a spin jump where you just gain a lot of forward speed at the same time. I'm not the most consistent at that trick, but it skips a little bit of waiting on that one spinning platform. It saves you a couple of seconds, but it still shows it off nicely. I gotta admit, honestly, here on stream, like, I'm not the most top runner of Sunshine. I definitely am not, so don't think that this is all the top tier stuff that I'm doing over here. There's definitely quite a lot of people out there who are much better than I am, and which can show off even more tricks. All I hope to achieve here is that you get most of the idea of what the speedrun entails and what makes the speedrun so fun. I'm having a lot of fun with this speedrun. like I complain a lot about any percent on stream, but in the long run, I still enjoy Sunshine in all the categories. Oh, oops. I want to grab some bananas here. In this stage, the idea is that you find a pineapple somewhere in the hotel, because that's the only thing the fruit bar doesn't have. But we can use a banana here, and if we throw it, we just clip through the wall. And it skips the entire section of having to find a pineapple, bringing Yoshi up into the attic, finding the right exit, and then actually being able to grab that shine there. None of all of that. We just clip through walls, because that's much more fun as a speedrunner, right? All right, the next two stages in Serena, we're gonna go to the casino. And as you might expect from a casino, there's gonna be some luck involved in this part. The idea behind this first stage that we're gonna be doing, Serena 4, is that we have to win at the slots 2 times, once on 2 different machines. After that, we unlock an extra puzzle, which if we complete that, we open the way to the secret stage and do the secret stage after that. Yeah, we're not gonna do all of that. I try to avoid RNG as much as I can. So I do a triple jump off the light pole there, and that way we can ledge grab up here. And if we sidestep far enough, we can actually just clip all the way over this section here, and we skipped all the mini games that we had to play here. Oh, there we go.
Do you have a second for a donation?
Definitely.
Okay, great. We have an €8 donation from our very own Tiny Tim saying, "Hi all, had to donate for the amazing ShadowFrost. I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope to be able to join you at some point in the new year. Cheers."
Oh, thanks so much, Tim. Oh. Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim was such a huge help during Annual, and he's like an amazing person in general. Like, thanks so much for that, Tiny Tim. I really hope to see you soon again. All right, so yeah, that was Arena 4. We skipped basically all the RNG in the casino. Unfortunately, this next stage, which also involves the casino, we can't avoid the RNG. So it's gonna be lots of praying to our Jesus, our Lord and Savior. I hope that he's with us today, that he's gonna show us some mercy. But my recent track record the last few times I played this, hasn't been the greatest. But who knows? Maybe the gods are in our favor. So yeah. Stage starts out relatively the same, but this time he tells us, I think, about that the casino seems to be a bit haunted, that there's ghosts all over the place there now as well. And we're gonna go to this roulette wheel, and there's this one piece that's different. If you ground pound that, we actually go to the boss stage. And this boss stage is can be a little bit. It isn't a difficult fight, but it can just be annoying. So this is gonna be King Boo. I walk into the middle there just to start the fight a little bit earlier. And he spins slot machines. And what we want is for him to shoot fruit, because the fruit is actually what we can damage him with. For that, you gotta grab a pepper. You go into flames, and after that, you can just throw any other fruit on him, and that way you can actually damage him. You gotta do that 3 times. However, not always he'll spin fruits. This time, at this point, he can't spin fruits. He first needs to spawn something else before he can spawn fruit again. However, it is possible at this point to spawn fruit, but it might also be not happening. So far, it's still going nicely. The fruit appeared at the first time the fruit could appear, so that's good. Gotta avoid some bubbles here. I threw a red pepper into a papaya. Wonderful. No, I extinguished him. No, oh, that was really bad. I wanted to destroy the bubbles. Dang it. Oops, I made some mistakes. Now let's pretend that never happened. Can he spawn fruit now? I don't even know. But that's just... Anyway, if he spawns enemies, you can just walk in the middle and he spawns all of them. That's good. But yeah, now we're gonna hope for fruit again. There we go. Let's this time not mess up when he spawns the bubbles just get super annoying after a while. I kind of wanted to get rid of them, but I accidentally sprayed water on him and made the flames go away. Anyway, that's 2 attacks down. This next attack, it can't be fruit again, so we gotta let him spin something else. Luckily, it's not bubbles. We let him spawn the enemies, and if we run into the middle, they just despawn again. Very convenient there. So yeah, let's hope he spawns the fruit. There we go. See? No extra cycles. No one saw that I messed up and whatever. So yeah, throwing a final red pepper here and throwing a papaya. Ow. Don't bonk. And the shine should spawn around here. Yeah, that works. Luckily, during most boss shines, you can actually align yourself to with the shine, just so you can grab it easily afterwards. So yeah, only 2 more shines to go in Serena Beach. And this next one, as I mentioned before, it's actually gonna take place outside the hotel again. And this is actually where I am a little bit in an advantage in comparison to people who play on the Japanese version. In general, the Japanese version is faster, just because of faster text, or less text, I should say, and slightly faster loading times. However, the one convenient thing about the version I'm running on, the PAL version, is that this stage is much more lenient. We have to clean the beach here, or the entire outside area, and we need to clean about 95% of the beach, or about 95% of all the goop. At that time, we can get the shine. However, in the Japanese version, you actually need to clean way more. You need to clean about like 99%, which is like, as you can see, I'm purposely missing a few small spots here and there just because I don't want to waste too much time on some of those. But as you can see, it is a little bit more difficult to actually fully clean the beach here. So that's why, oh god, I was hoping this was enough. There we go, that was enough. So yeah, as you can see, there's still little pieces of goop left on the beach, but luckily that's fine in the PAL version. They actually, I don't know if they did that on purpose for making that it was too difficult in general for people. I can kind of understand that, because I remember as a kid this stage was super difficult to clear, just because I didn't know about spam sprays. So I actually used barrels to throw water, just spraying regular water, and then it was already super difficult. So I can understand them making that stage a bit easier. But yeah, it makes it more convenient for the speedrun, because we can just go a little bit more free in which pieces of goop we clean and which ones we don't. So yeah, all we gotta defeat now is Shadow Mario, which is of course in the hotel, because why would it be fast and be outside? I always bother the Pianta here by just spraying him with water. I'm kind of mean. So yeah, gonna try to hit him before the stairs here. If you are a little bit slower, he'll actually wait you for a second first, and during that time you can't spray him. After that, once he starts running again, you can spray him again and actually damage him. So you want to try to at least beat him before he reaches that point. And you definitely want to beat him before he runs into the hotel, because there's like all these boos around which are disguised as Shadow Mario, and so it's difficult to see which one is the real Shadow Mario. He just runs completely different ways, and it's super annoying. We don't do any of that stuff. We go to Noki Bay, final stage that we actually have to clear. We cleared the 7th mission in all other stages so far, and Noki Bay can be a pretty difficult one. There's gonna be a few stages which are gonna be can be a bit tricky to perform optimally, but we're gonna see how it goes. First things first, we gotta go all the way up the mountain here. By just the intentional way behind the stage is that there's actually that you can reveal some of these platforms by spraying the goop on the wall. But luckily we don't need any of those. Oh, I almost fell down there. Due to that ledge cramp, I barely missed a cycle here. As you can see, I needed to wait a little bit before I could, before he started throwing his bombs. I actually need to defeat him this time. Last time we could just jump in and be done. We could jump in here as well, but then we would just be in there. It's not like there's a secret station there. The shine just spawns after you defeat him. But yeah, so due to the ledge grab, we barely didn't get the cycle, but overall still not too bad of movements. All right, up next, Noki 2. Noki 2, the idea is normally that you go through this entire maze that is hidden in the walls. You spray some panels and an entire maze unfolds. Then after that, you need to defeat Cooper Blooper, which apparently made his way out of Rico into here. I don't know how he got here, but he made his way out here. But we're not going to do any of that because we can actually go for a nice little clip. I messed up my wall jumps. Oops. Let's try that again. There we go. So we go all the way up here to where the mole was earlier, and we actually want to grab this trampoline over here. If you spray it, it goes small, and you can actually grab it. And once you put it to the ground, it grows big again. We're actually going to use it to let it push us through the wall. With that, we can just fall into the wall here, and look, we're at the shine. Easy. Aww. Yeah. I almost actually went for 120 shine movement there. There's like 2 blue coins in that room as well. And I was actually aiming towards where one of the blue coins was. And then I was like, wait, I don't need to do that. Blue coins are slow. So yeah, up next is going to be Noki 3. And in Noki 3 we get another new mechanic. Well, not really a different style of game that we have to play here, and which is going to be the underwater levels. He tells us that, well, as you can see, the entire water is polluted here, and there's actually some trouble going on underwater that we have to fix. But first, since it's underwater, we need some training underwater. So here we're gonna go into the red coin bottle, or, well, the bottle which we have to collect red coins in. And the idea behind these, in these stages, you slowly drop down in the water, and you use the hover nozzle to basically gain your height back in this section. At this point, we could just keep hovering and just keep going up and up. We don't really need that because, you know, we're just collecting the red coins at this point. You're purposely letting go of the control stick there for at the moment I land. If you keep holding your control stick forward there, you actually get stuck there in that little alcove for a little bit. Because it needs to convert its forwards momentum still to backwards momentum. However, if you just let go of the control stick, you can, after you get the red coin, you can just go immediately out of there again. So yeah, this was a little training section of underwater sections. Now we probably get to the most annoying boss of the entire run. But the final boss isn't even as annoying as this one. We're gonna have to go underwater and we have to defeat the eel. And the eel, to defeat him, we have to clean up all 8 of his teeth, because that's what's causing the pollution in the water here. It can be a little bit tricky because there's quite a few attacks that he can do that just are super, super slow, which are annoying. He'll try to eat you, he'll just go down and you can't hit him. So we want to try to go let him be up as long as we can, just so we can clean out all its teeth. For that, I'm gonna try to clean out 5 teeth at first, and then I'm actually purposely gonna let him try to eat me, just so he doesn't go into his so he doesn't go all the way back down again. If he tries to eat me, we'll actually have a little bit of room to start cleaning out the next teeth again. But that's what I'm gonna be trying here. I try to explain everything beforehand, just so I can focus here a little bit. Oh, that wasn't clean yet. Alright, so that's 5 seeds. Purposely gonna try to let him eat me here. Just so we have a little bit of a room to go for the next one. We're gonna try to do that for the next 2 teeth as well. Alright, that's 7. 1 more to go. I'm trying to position myself here in the suit itself, and there we actually got the cutscene skip. If you actually get damage right at the moment you clean out the final teeth, or that if you're still in invincibility frames, you actually skip a cutscene here. Normally you would just see him dying there, and Mario would just be idle at the top of quite a bit up. However, at this time we can just start dropping down immediately already during that cutscene. And at the moment the shine, actually the cutscene would normally stop, we would already be at the shine. That drop takes about 20 seconds if I remember correctly, so that cutscene skip, that little cutscene skip actually saves quite a bit. So yeah, this next one is probably gonna be the easiest stage left. Yeah, it's probably even easier than Noki 7, because it's Piantissimo again, and we gotta race him, and oh my god, we got a lot of time to beat him. Like, he's gonna not go super fast in this stage. Oh, didn't get the ledge grab there. So yeah, we have to get to the flag, back all the way back there, and yeah, he's just super slow. If you would re-enter the level again after you've beaten him once, he'll actually go faster, and it becomes a little bit more of a challenge, but at this time I can just use the hidden punching glove there just to drop all the way over here. Once we make it to the flag, we don't have anything to do. We can look at him, like you can see him. Where is he? Oh, he's swimming over there. See how slow he is. He even goes the wrong way for a moment. He's like, where the hell am I supposed to go? I don't know. No one knows where you're supposed to go. All right, here he comes. Here he comes. Finally. So yeah, as you can see, you have a lot of leeway for this race. So yeah, with that easy one out of the way, this next one, Noki 6, that's gonna be a more rough one. This stage in particular has a very common nickname, which is called Noki Choki, because a lot of runs choke on this specific level. It is another secret level, and it's probably the hardest one out of all of them. So luckily, it doesn't immediately start at the secret itself. We first have to get into the shell here. And instead of using all the ropes, we're actually gonna go a little bit up the mountain here, using our movement from before again. And that way we can already skip quite a bit of this first section here. And we can actually use this specific jumping rope, so we can barely get high enough with the hover nozzle to ledge grab and actually go into the secret here. So yeah, this is a Noki 6 secret, Noki Choki, which is hopefully not gonna happen, but who knows. Anything can happen in a speedrun. I'm actually playing it kind of safe there. I really don't want to fall down. Oh yeah, let me see. Oh, kind of messed up there. Going for a little skip here. I'm actually waiting for the cycle. Spin diving up here, just so we don't have to jump up that other platform. I'm playing this so safe. I'm so scared of losing it on this stage. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, there we go. Whew. I used so many safe strats during that one. Like, normally this is like the part of the run where you can make or break your run. Because normally when this is like one of the few final difficult actual parts of the run. And if you know that you're on a PB pace, it can be so nerve-wracking going into that stage and having to go for all the specific fast threats. So yeah, only one more shine to go before we head to the final stage that finally unlocks after we've beaten all the Shadow Marios. Quickly have to just let him move here. We have to lure him over here, and then hopefully, all right. This Shadow Mario can actually get really annoying. If you don't spray him fast enough, he'll just start moving all the way up the mountain, and you can barely hit him. Super annoying. So you want to avoid that. So yeah, with that, we've beaten all the 7 Shadow Marios in the 7 different stages. And at this moment, the entire of Delfino Plaza is flooded. Global warming. They predicted it in 2002 already. I know, it was a bad joke, I know. So yeah, this entire place is flooded, and we can actually head into the volcano there. We kind of skipped on the plot where we had to go to Corona Mountain. When we were in Pinna Park, we skipped the cutscene that Shadow Mario was going in here, but luckily for us, he's going in here again. We get in before him as well. It's not like we're following him. We know what we're doing. So yeah, Corona Mountain. Lava's insta-death. Spikes are basically insta-death. Fire is basically insta-death. A lot of insta-death in this level. So you want to make sure to, don't die. That's, I know, surprise. Unfortunately, I was a little bit slow on some of at the beginning section, so I'm not going to make this cycle here. You want to try to hit the flames early on, just so you can land on them so you can just land on the platforms and don't, because the flames are the ones that you don't have to deal with cycles with. The spikes you kind of do. So yeah, this is the boat. Speedboat boat is annoying. I couldn't properly do the strat, so we're doing backup strats. Like, you can just, if you do it correctly, you can take the boat all the way to the end here with at a super high speed. Made a small mistakes. It can be a little bit rough, but luckily I have the backups here ready to make it to the end. Alright, so rocket nozzle. We can only do this one specific trick once. This is rocket storage. If you cancel the animation of cancel your animation right at the moment the rocket would fire, we actually store our vertical momentum. So after we do that twice and you sidestep off a ledge, all that vertical movement will suddenly be used to actually let us go up. That way we don't have to use any of those clouds and we can just instantly go to Bowser at the end. Who would have suspected Bowser at the end? I don't know, it's such a surprise. I mean, we skipped all the stories, so it kind of is a surprise. So yeah, this is the final boss of the game. What we gotta do here is we gotta hit all these 5 platforms with a powered up ground pound, which is just doing a ground pound from high enough. So time is gonna be when I hit the 5th platform, so that's gonna be in 30-ish seconds, hopefully. This boss can be a little bit annoying because the goop that falls out is random, so it can actually sometimes mess you up a little bit just trying to go for the fast threads. Here, as you can see, goop can be a bit annoying. Just playing it a bit safe here. Just get hit by the flames, whatever. Time is very soon. And time. $1:26. It's okay. I didn't look at the timer at all, and I know with some mistakes that it wasn't gonna be the most amazing run, but 1:26 is still very, very decent time. I'm still happy about that run. So yeah, that was Mario Sunshine. I hope everyone enjoyed the run as much as I did. Up next, we're gonna have Recold playing Donkey Kong, and it's gonna be exercising, I heard. So that's gonna be good. So yeah, thanks all for watching, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.
Thank you very much for that amazing Sunshine.